How rich people spend their money. It's normal to have several inquiries about managing your finances. Are there certain costs that you shouldn't charge on your credit card? What amount of money should you keep in your checking and savings accounts? When will you be prepared to begin investing? Personal finance, however, is a matter of choice, therefore the solutions to these queries aren't always obvious. One person's solution may not be suitable for another. And occasionally it may seem as though only the really wealthy are allowed to make certain financial decisions. However, there are many lessons we can take away from how wealthy individuals handle their finances and apply to our own lives. 1. They manage their debt strategically. To avoid paying years of interest on items that quickly lose value, the majority of them aim to avoid having debt on items like vehicles or boats. They might, however, have a mortgage on their main residence. This is especially true in the current low interest rate environment. Most of these clients still make accelerated mortgage payments to pay off their loans years earlier than expected and lower the total amount of interest they must pay. 2. They pay themselves first. Reverse budgeting, or the practice of paying yourself first, involves creating a budget based on your savings objectives rather than your expenditures and expenses. By doing this, you make sure that money is set aside each month for your future self. They put themselves first by regularly setting aside funds through automatic transfers from their checking accounts or direct deposits from their paychecks. They invest this money without intending to use it for daily expenses, whether it be into IRAs, employer retirement plans, or general investment accounts. They can easily spend any remaining funds because they saved first, knowing that their long and short-term savings goals have already been met. 3. They don't overspend. It's simpler to refrain from overspending if you have more money available. However, it's important to remember that even some millionaires practice thrifty spending. They certainly partake in some of life's finer things, but they don't frequently overspend. For instance, instead of buying a brand new car, they'll opt for a certified pre-owned one. They'll look for cheap vacations. They may upgrade to Economy Plus on an airline but won't pay for first class, and they'll keep their cell phones as long as they still function without feeling the need to replace them whenever new technology is released. 4. They utilize rewards credit cards. They make advantage of credit cards that reward them for their purchases. Many of them will charge the majority of their regular living expenditures to a credit card that gives rewards points or miles. The cost of their holidays or other leisure activities is thus compensated by these rewards. And to prevent paying any interest or other costs, they always make sure to pay off the entire sum on their credit card each month. They have a clear awareness of how much their lifestyle costs them each month as a result of using a credit card for the majority of their daily expenses. As a result, this information proves to be very beneficial in helping them plan for their retirement goal and retirement expenses. 5. They keep an emergency fund at all times. In essence, an emergency fund is a collection of cash that you can use immediately to cover unforeseen costs. Financial experts often advise keeping 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses aside in the event of an emergency. Some people routinely save 6 to 9 months. However, the exact amount you decide to save will depend on your own income and degree of comfort. Where you save is perhaps even more crucial than how much you save. Your emergency fund funds should be stored in an easily accessible savings account that is not subject to the ups and downs of the stock market while also consistently earning the maximum rate of return. 6. Fix things before they break. Since they are aware that it is considerably less expensive to prevent problems than to cure them, the wealthy have a tendency to spend before something requires immediate attention. When money is scarce, items are frequently fixed after the fact rather than anticipating potential problems. Nobody enjoys having their car serviced, for instance, but scheduling routine maintenance might mean the difference between a minor maintenance cost and an unexpected repair expenditure in the hundreds. 7. Buying time. Spending a little extra money to gain a few more precious minutes is one of the main things that the wealthy embrace spending on because time on earth is finite and anything you waste cannot be recovered. A $10, $15 courier price can buy a significant amount of time, whether it's buying for groceries online in 30 minutes as opposed to physically walking around the supermarket for 90 minutes, or shopping for clothes online as opposed to wandering around the mall. The affluent then make use of this extra time any way they see fit, whether it be to work on their projects, advance their skills so they can earn more, spend time with their families, or simply relax. The wealthy understand the significance of spending money to buy themselves time because time is something you can neither manufacture nor get back.